Financial freedom is about taking ownership of your finances. You have a dependable cash flow that allows you to live the life you want. You are not worrying about how you will pay your bills or sudden expenses. So there किस बात का let's talk about some very important steps to get financial freedom. Understand where you are at. You cannot achieve financial freedom without knowing your starting point. Looking at how much debt you have, how much savings you don't have and how much money you need can be a depressing reality. But this is the valuable step in the right direction. Compile a list of all your debts, mortgage, student loans, car loans, credit card and any other debt you may have accumulated. Do not forget to include any money you may have borrowed from friends and family members over the years. Now take a deep breath, then add up all the numbers. How much debt do you have? If it's a big number, don't freak out. We promise we'll share some ways to pay that down later in the video. If it's a small number, congratulations. Feel free to share the financial freedom tips in the comments below. Next, take a look at all the money you have saved up. Compile a list of all your savings accounts, stocks, company stock matching programs, company retirement matching programs and retirement plans. Then we'll add the recurring monthly payments you receive such as salaries, side hustle money and so on. Keep these numbers in mind as we walk through the next few financial freedom tips. Number 2, look at the money positively. Debt can definitely be a little bit discouraging, but remember that money is a good thing even if it seems to carry a lot of burden right now. You deserve to achieve financial freedom. According to this book by Jane Sincera, people who don't make a lot of money often feel shame when it comes to making money, and so the biggest obstacle that many people experience when it comes to making money is that they feel like having money is bad. Many feel guilty for having it and guiltier for wanting it. Sincera said about the money, we use it every day to enhance our lives, yet we always seem to focus on the negative about it. Money is simply a necessity like food or water. It helps you to buy the things you need or live the life you want. To experience financial freedom, we are going to look at money as a tool to help you achieve your dreams, fuel your energy and live a stress-free life you can enjoy. Because if you view money negatively, you will subconsciously lose your chances of making it and keeping it. Number 3, write down your goals. Why do you need money? Do you want to get rid of debt for good? Are you desperate to escape the 9 to 5 grind? Is there a place you have always been wanted to travel to? Do you need to save for a wedding, kids or retirement? When Mr. X achieved financial freedom, it was because he tied it to an emotional goal. His goal was to get out of student loan debt and save for his first home. And honestly, it was an excellent experience watching the debt vanishing and his savings rise. He got so excited by seeing the numbers change that he worked harder to make more money to see a bigger change in his personal finances. Would he have achieved his goal of financial freedom if he had not tied the goal to something emotional? Probably not. Mr. X was desperate to get out of debt and move out of his parents' house. That desperation kept him motivated throughout his journey. Another interesting thing happened. In February 2016, he wrote on a scrap piece of paper a few of his goals. Make $1 lakh selling products online, save $20,000 for a down payment, pay up $24,000 worth of student loans. He ended up misplacing the paper and completely forget about it. And then one day, just over a year later, when he was already living in his new home, he found it that in his notebook. Sure enough, he had accomplished all 3 things. The funny thing was he was not even consciously thinking about those goals. You might not accomplish everything you want in a month, but a year is a long time to make progress on your goals. Make sure your goals are tied to a specific number that you want to hit. Believe it or not, you will start working towards those goals without even realizing it. Knowing exactly what you want to achieve makes achieving financial freedom a million times easier. Number 4, pay yourself first. You have probably heard the expression pay yourself first before, but in case you haven't, pay yourself first means putting a specific amount of money in your savings account before paying anything else such as bills. And the act of paying yourself first has helped countless people inches closer to achieving financial freedom. Because if you want to pay yourself 1,000 per pay period first, then whatever is left over needs to go towards bills. And if you don't have enough to cover those bills, then you are forced to pick up a side income to make up the costs. By paying yourself first, you guarantee that you are always putting money aside to invest in yourself. By doing the opposite, you only get whatever is left over. That usually isn't substantial enough to help you experience financial freedom. You can pay yourself first in other ways too. For example, if your company has a retirement savings program, you can ask to have money withdrawn for your retirement. That way you are investing in yourself and your future first. The money gets deducted from your pay, so everything that's left over is money that you can put aside for your bills and expenses. Number 5, spend less. In 1958, Warren Buffett purchased a 5-bedroom home for $31,500 and hasn't moved out of it since. His net worth an astounding $95.8 billion. He can afford a bigger and more expensive home, but his frugality might very well be the reason why he is one of the richest men in the world. Kanye West, on the other hand, isn't afraid to flaunt his money. He lives in a $20 million mansion, and at one point with $53 million of debt, he decided to ask Mark Zuckerberg for $1 billion on on Twitter. The difference between the two super successful gentlemen. Buffett didn't spend more than he needed to, and West spends money he doesn't have. The truth is plenty of rich people don't look like rich people. Mark Zuckerberg literally wears the same boring t-shirt and jeans every day. Buying less stuff can actually help you get richer. By spending less, two things work in your favor. One, you'll have more money to put aside your financial freedom. Two, you'll learn that you actually need a lot less stuff to survive, which also helps you put aside some more money. Number 6, track your spending. An important step toward financial freedom is tracking your spending. You can use an app that will let you know how much money you are spending, which categories you have overspent in, how much money is in all of your accounts, and how much debt you have. You can keep track of your goals and know the exact month you will be expected to hit the goals based on how much money you put in, thus keeping you accountable and reminding you to keep putting money towards it for you. After using this kind of app for a month, I managed to save some extra money towards my new car fund goal. These apps helped me stay focused on my goal and pushed me towards creating more passive income to hit my financial milestones. Number 7, buy experiences, not things. Life is short. It's not about holding all your cash until you are 65. You are allowed to enjoy life while you are alive. Ultimately, the things that will help you live a more fulfilled life will be the experience you have, not the products you own. Are the things you buy making you happier over the long term? Does the debt you have from buying a bunch of stuff make your life easier? Now let's flip the switch. What's your happiest memory? What were you doing? Who were you with? Let's create more memories like that. Maybe you have a friend you love spending time with. You have always dreamed of traveling to Switzerland. You have been saving up money for a year to experience your dream vacation. Go on that vacation feeling guilt-free. You didn't go into debt for it. You have earned it. Or you can become a digital nomad and travel the world while working abroad. Life is made up of moments. The best ones come from quality time spent with family and friends. While some products can help bring you closer to your family, like weekly family video game night, but most of them don't add much value. Number 8, invest in your future. Say you follow the advice and recommendations in this video, get out of debt and grow your savings. That might be enough to help you out right now. But what if the unexpected happens? Will you be prepared for it? It's important to set aside money for rainy days, retirement. Sorry to be morbid here. In case you die, to help ensure your family doesn't drown paying your funeral, dates and taxes. Okay, now let's go back to that happy place. If you have got that 9 to 5 job, talk to your company about adding a retirement plan, or check to see if you are already having deductions made towards it. The deduction gets taken out before it hits your account, so you never feel like you are losing your money, and it's pretty cool to check it out periodically and see your savings grow. You also want to save enough money for an emergency fund. Some experts say $10,000 is fine, while others say 6 months of your salary, and to be honest, those numbers can seem pretty high if you don't have a lot of money. So instead, start with a goal you can afford, like $100 in your first month, and as you start earning more active and passive income, start increasing your goal to $500 a month. If you have overspent on credit and a high credit card bill comes up, don't use your emergency fund.